that is in opposition to the word of God. And you cannot support evil, therefore. And if there's 50 states that has gay marriage, and this is opposite, and this is opposed to the word of God, you can't be doing that and thinking it's not sin. The Bible says it's sin to the person that knows to do better. Basically, it's sin to him that knows to do better. You know this. You know you cannot be supporting evil talking about I'm a Christian. It's sin to you when you know what to do. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's the word of God. It's sin to you. You know better than that. But you sitting up justifying it, trying to get the candidate that you want. A person that don't even agree with your lifestyle. A person that don't even live your lifestyle, by the way. They're not Christians. So why would you have anything to do with them based on that too? No, I know you think, oh, for the better good of the community and all of that. You try to have a life of Christian / working with the government and working with the American community. No, you're just Christian. It ain't no / do this / do that. I know you've seen people in businesses and things. The shift has come. We can no longer vote. That's what makes me a real prophet. I'm not just I'm telling you things way ahead of time. I'm telling you things way ahead before voting time even comes. Can't you tell? Can't you already tell anyway? Can't you already tell anyway? Can't you tell already? Can't you tell already? Look at Donald Trump. That was the last person look at that situation. Then you got Joe Biden that messed up 20 years of progress by pulling the troops out of Afghanistan. He pulled the troops out of Afghanistan, ruined all the progress that was a response to 9/11 happening. They sent troops over in Afghanistan to get the terrorists out of Afghanistan. They've been doing that for decades, over decades. Almost 2 decades, right? Yeah. Yeah. Over 2 decades. That was 2001. Well, almost shy of 2 decades. All of that progress down the drain because the Taliban is back on top of the Afghanistan government. Yeah, they ain't covering that on TV, are they? Because they're embarrassed about it. And you didn't even notice that. The Taliban is back on top of the Afghanistan government. That's what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden did, so you see so that's what they voted for. I didn't even vote. The last time I voted for Hillary Clinton up against Donald Trump. That's the last time I voted. That's the last person I voted for, and that's going to be the last person I voted for. That's my last vote. I voted for Obama. I put Obama in office 2 times. Obama was probably the last person you could vote for. Look at what's been going on since then. See, you don't realize certain key things, do you? You don't realize certain key things. Obama was really the last president. That's a 7. I'm gonna get some water and let you think about that. Obama was the last real president. Have you seen any real presidents since him? You haven't, have you? Obama was the last president, buddy. Look how strange this done got since then. We can't vote no more. And you see who got in there after that? He did it by evil means. So how you vote for somebody that did evil, that much evil? That's a 7, Al. Well, he stole the election. But you voted for him, which means you supported evil. It is what it is. That's what you did. This man stole the election, basically. He cheated. So if you supported that by vote, you're not liable for as evil that happened in our country. You're not liable. Only him. When your vote got him in there, you're not liable. When your vote gets him in there, that's a 7. And that's the part, Christians, where you need to listen to. Your vote gets them in there. You, therefore, are liable. Donald Trump, he did all he did. You cannot be sitting up voting for people like that and putting them in office. Look what he did. He had a slow response to COVID. Under his administration, the latest child marriage law was passed. He caused racist tension. He caused all type of conflicts between the Democrats and the Republicans. And now he has a crazy movement full of crazy people. He has all of this going on, and this is what you strengthened in the earth. You gave him access to power. You gave him access over the community to do evil to the community. And you sitting back acting like you ain't vote for him. Well, somebody got him in there. And you want me to tell you something else? It wasn't just white people. That's a 7. Oh, white people just got Donald Trump in office. That's how you want to look at it. White people got Donald Trump in office. You know that's not possible. So all of white America got Donald Trump in office. Come on now, make it make sense. He had a lot of Latinos supporting him, Hispanics supporting him, and African Americans. And so when I talk about not voting anymore, unfortunately, I can't talk to the African American community because they're going to get whoever they need to get in there. They're not trying to hear that because of all the things that has happened throughout this country's history. They are trying to get someone in there that will not do certain things. You, on the other hand, as a Christian, you have to allow it to just self-destruct. You have to. This is the shutdown. This is the end of times, and this is how you're supposed to move. You let them do what they do. Whoever gets in there, whoever gets in there, you have nothing to do with that anymore because they're all supporting gay marriage. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about this, about my life. Although I may have been with a gay man, I have never sit back and talk about I want to live a gay marriage, in a gay marriage. Come on now. And I mean, certain things are common sense. If you were supposed to have a vagina, you would have had one. So why you got to make one? If you were born that way, you would have been born with a vagina. That's common sense. If you was born with a penis, if you were supposed to have a penis, you would have been born with a penis. I'm born with a penis. I was supposed to be born with a penis. That's common sense, man. I'm telling you, man. People are sitting up doing what they want to do and going and playing you and playing on your intelligence. That's real. That's real. That's playing on my intelligence. Really. Come on, man. If you were supposed to be a woman, you would have had a vagina from the very beginning. You would have had breast, vagina, and you would have had the hormones of a woman from the very beginning. And this is after all I've done. This is after all I've done. And so it's not coming from a malicious place. It's coming from a common sense place. A no BS place. Okay? Now, you're entitled to do what you want to do. But don't drag us along because you want to live that way. That's the part I'm talking about. Isolate it unto yourselves. Don't try to make us be a part of it. By law and by community. You want to live that way? Knock yourself out. Just don't have us be a part of it. Don't try to get us to be a part of it or accept what you do. That's what you do. Why I gotta accept it? Why do I have to accept what you do? I'm a grown man. Look, you do what you do. Don't try to make me accept none of it. I follow the word of God. Don't come over here talking to no grown man about what I should be doing. That part. I'm talking to my Christian brothers and sisters. You notice I ain't say nothing about the gay lifestyle, what they should be doing. I didn't say anything about that, did I? I'm talking about what Christians should be doing. My brothers and sisters should be doing. I can't tell them not to live gay. I can't tell them that. That's why Revelation 22:11 works perfectly. It just resonates perfectly right now. Let the clean stay clean, let the filthy stay filthy. However people are living, let them stay like that. If you're living righteous, let them stay righteous. Don't try to change them. Don't try to make them be a part of your culture. Let them stay as they are. And everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. That's the difference between me and other people. You want to make some laws for gay people? Make laws to protect them. That's what I believe in live and let live. Make laws to protect them from getting killed out here. You got a lot of particularly black trannies, not white trannies, not Mexican trannies, not Hispanic or Latino trannies, black trannies. You see how they're getting killed out here? Because they're in the jungles of the ghetto. In the ghetto, it hates the trannies. There's trannies there, but they don't make it. They don't make it out there. They're struggling out there. They get killed. So what you need to do, government, you know what you need to do? You talking about you love somebody. First thing you do when you love somebody is you protect them first. Some parents would never agree with their children being gay, but they ain't gonna let their children die. You letting them live the lifestyle, but die. That's a 7. You want to help gay people? Make better laws against hate crimes. When you see a tranny, something happen to these trannies, they need to get 10 years or better. 10 years or better for killing a gay person. Killing a tranny, they should get 10 years or better. If that's what you do when you want to help gay people. Because let's keep it 100. Although you getting the gay marriage thing going on, they still getting killed out there. Because people, and because I'm gonna tell you why, anytime there's any type of murder and killing and all of that kind of thing going on, and any kind of gang stalking and all of that foolishness going on, I'm gonna tell you why all of this is going on is because there are not heavier charges. There's not heavier charges against these people. And so they play the games like animals that they play. If you give them harder charges, you start giving 10 to 20 years, I guarantee you all the nights, the streets will clean up overnight. I'm going to do a video about this after this one. You want to clean up the ghetto? Start giving people 20 years for doing these drive-by shootings, killing people and getting people and killing babies. That's how you clean the streets up. Not trying to talk to anybody. We beyond talking. All these kids getting killed and shot out here. And you think it's going to change one day. When is it going to change? They're getting crazier and crazier out there in the ghettos. I'm going to call it like it is. I'm not racist. I'm keeping it 100. They're getting crazier and crazier. Is that not facts? So how is it racism? Oh, because I'm pointing it out is racism? Because I'm pointing out the obvious is racism. Okay. Okay. Because I'm pointing out kids are being killed by drive-by shootings, that's racist. That's facts. That's what it is, not racist. And the only way you're going to change that is 20 years or better. I'm telling you, you give them 4 or 5 years, they get more credibility and come out thinking they're super thugs now. That's all you're doing is producing super thugs that go get credibility for being in prison. That's what they do. You might not think they do that, but this is what they do. They go get more credibility from being in prison and come out more of a threat to your society. That part, that's a 7. And that's because you give them these little sentences instead of giving them longer sentences. If you tell people they're gonna get 20 years or better in all the whole community in America, 20 years or better for doing for killing a kid with stray bullets, I guarantee you the streets will change overnight. Overnight. It won't even take it won't take no year. Ain't nobody going and doing it. If you know you're gonna get 20 years, you are not going out there and doing no drive-bys. So the bottom line, America, is if you don't, concerning this specifically, if you do not change your sentences to longer sentences, you can forget about changing the community. The only way you're going to change the community is longer sentences, and you cannot be intimidated by the African American community or the Hispanic or Latino community telling you that this is racist. It's not racist. It's specific. It's specific. It's addressing specifics. You got stray bullets killing kids, and you worried about what they think. I'm not. I'm going beyond color. I'm going beyond. If my family members were shooting kids, I would not agree with that. Let alone of my same ethnicity. I wouldn't agree with my family doing that. That part. And the only way it's going to change is if you stop handing out those fluff muffin law sentences that you got going on. And the whole reason it's going on is because y'all scared that everybody gonna talk about, that's racially motivated. No, it's specifically motivated. It's specific to the crimes that's being done. If we see the kids are being killed, I don't care who you are. You're going to jail for 20 years. Bottom line, I don't care how you feel about it. You did it, didn't you? You did it, right? Okay then, that's why it's happening to you. How about that part? How about we're trying to clean up kids getting killed? It ain't no way to do it if you keep handing out these fluff muffin laws. These McMuffin laws that you're handing out. These McDonald laws, these McDonald sentences that you're handing out. It might as well have a McDonald's sticker on it. It's so corny. When you give them that paperwork when they get locked up, you need to put a McDonald's symbol on it. That's how corny it is. You handing out McDonald's sentences. That part. Sponsored by McDonald's. Sponsored by McDonald's. Might as well be. It's a Ronald McDonald sentence, bruh. It ain't no way the streets gonna change. I would change this overnight. I'll change it overnight. 20 years, I don't care what you feel. You think I care about somebody who took a kid's life and you musty and you're a big grown man? You think I care about your well-being? You should be glad you ain't dead. You should be glad we don't give you the death penalty for killing the kid. You should get the death penalty. You took a life. But it should, and that's what I'm saying. It should, that should be enough. That should be, people should be satisfied. People should feel good about that. People should feel good about handing out 20 years. I'm not talking about 10, 12, 14, or 3. 20 years for killing an innocent kid with stray bullets. Senseless murders too. If you're doing senseless murders and when you think you bad, you hyped up on good weed. You hyped up on good weed and you listen to good hip hop and good weed and you hyped up and you want to kill 2 or 3 people, we sitting you down for 20 years. Yeah. Now you can listen to all the hip hop you want to listen to. And you can probably smoke some good weed in jail. You can do all what you was doing. You ain't gonna do it out there though. That's how you clean that up. Ain't no other way you gonna do it. Ain't no other way. I don't care what you say. Ain't no way you're going to do it. And I'm telling you who's holding it back, the black community. Yes, you are holding it back because you think everything's racially motivated. Why don't you look at the facts that your children from your community are being killed at the hands of gang violence and thug violence and drug dealing violence and just crazy people violence? All of that. And you want to talk about it's racially motivated. Come on now, man. Don't insult anybody's intelligence. This is the biggest issue in the community. Ain't nobody killing people like black people killing people. Right or wrong. Asians ain't doing it. Are the Asians killing more than black people? Are the whites killing more than black people? Are the Mexicans killing more than black people? Are the Puerto Ricans killing more than black people? Or any other race? It's no. So then guess what? It's an issue. It's a real issue. It's an epidemic. It's a crisis. And it has to be addressed as such by sentences that you give people, and they deserve that time anyway. Can you say that you don't think they deserve it? You don't think they deserve 20 years when a kid has had no chance to live? Babies sometimes. They're like 5 months at sometimes, I've heard. 5 months killed by stray bullets. Man, I would kill you. That's what I would do. Why you should live? You just ruined the lives of parents. You just ruined the dreams of parents. People already in love and then finally had a baby, and you took that away. You destroyed their love. Now their relationship, it could be good, but it's gonna be always tarnished by that. I would sit you down for 20 years, or I might kill you. Give you the death penalty. If you don't have an America like this, you ain't gonna make it. Man, these people are getting crazier and crazier, man. Smoking and getting high and on weed, crazy and stuff. Crazy. And you gotta get just as crazy as they do. I give them 20 years. Sit your tail down. You gotta fight fire with fire. You keep doing that, they're gonna take them sentences with a smile and come out with more credibility. Go get tattoos when they come out. Think they Tupac. That's all you doing. They find camaraderie in prison, but you ain't gonna find camaraderie. You ain't gonna care about the camaraderie after 20 years. You do 5 years, man. That's camaraderie. They go find, they hook up with somebody, hang out. They come out more super thugs. Yeah, I just did 5. That part. I'm trying to tell you. There ain't been no sellout. Who you for? The streets or the kids? You got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. It's all about whose side you on, man. You got to make a decision. You about the street life out here, or you about protecting these kids and giving these people 20 years for the stuff that they do? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But you can't even get them to do the right thing around here, can you? So Christians, I'm telling you, you can't vote no more. You see how it is? But see, that's what I would do. But we probably won't even see it. We won't even see that happen. Because I'm going to tell you, the black community will try to stop it. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Because the first thing they're going to think, oh, that's racially motivated. Oh, that's racially motivated. Okay, you know what I would do? As this law, this 20 years law is being passed, what I would do is have documentaries showing you all the kids killed. All the countless amount of kids killed. The parents crying. The neighborhoods mourning. Show you a documentary of this and why the American government is passing 20-year laws for people who kill children with stray bullets or excessive murders where it ain't an aggravated a manslaughter or something like that, where people just going out and just killing 2 and 3 and 4 or 5. Nah, 20 years for them. You need to give 20 years to mass shooters. Are they getting 20 years? It ain't gonna stop if they not. So like I said, man, Christians, you can no longer vote. Get it out your mind. Get it out your thought process. I know the black community, for black Christians, you've been taught just to go with the lesser evil. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. That's when you get carnal. You try to, you get a little worldly. You've been going with the lesser evil. That time is up. You can go with no evil. You can't go with none of this anymore. Look at it for what it is. We haven't even had a good president since Barack Obama. Everything is gone. It's over. It's over. This is over. God gave me a prophecy that America has expired. That's why when Donald Trump was in office. This is all over. Unfortunately, this civilization that you call America has ran its course, and you can no longer be a part of it. See, what America don't realize is every great civilization came to a point of extinction as far as what they were, as far as being a per se superpower. Egypt, Egypt was massive. Egypt was massive. Rome, the Romans' rule was massive. The Romans' rule was massive. Even China had a massive rule. They still do, but they had a massive rule. They all came to, well, I say particularly Egypt and Rome, they came to a point where they became a shell of what they used to be. And you think that you're immune or invincible to that same fate. You're not. It happened quicker to you because of your lack of morality. Your story is that your lack of morality is why you're dying. It's why you have to go. And some people will feel it would be a better world without you and your lack of morality. By the way, Russia doesn't have child marriage. America does. Today they do. And I don't care what it is and how it is. It's the fact that the American government passed these laws, thought about this. This is child vagina. I have to tell you like this because you don't understand. You act like you don't understand. A child marriage is an adult with child vagina. I don't care if it's an old child or a young child. A child is a child. So what we do, protect certain ages of children? Well, that age is okay, but this one, oh, they can do this. They can have sex with this age of child. To be 100 is no children should be having sex at whatever age they may be and shouldn't definitely be getting married. That's sad. A child goes home, gets married. That's nothing but darkness. That's nothing but darkness. I don't care how good they treat the child in the child marriage. It's nothing but darkness. The foundation is darkness. It is. You live in a community that does not support this. You can have no compatibility with a child. Who can have compatibility with a child? Who can have romance with a child? So it's nothing but sex. Anybody can romance a child? Anybody has compatibility with a child? That's how you know it's wrong. How can you be compatible with a child? How can a marriage be a real marriage with a child? Come on now, make it make sense. So you can't do it, can you? So that's how you know that's wrong. There's no compatibility, there's no romance, there's no potential of romance. The child becomes nothing but a pet, an animal to this despicable person, a sex slave, a sex tool, a sex object. Why you sitting up scratching your head about it? And this is why you shouldn't even be voting as a Christian, because they ain't doing nothing about that. That's another reason. They ain't doing a darn thing about it. Not too much. And they They hoping to God that it doesn't get out to the whole community. But God is going to reveal it. While they're hoping to God, he's, so to speak, he's going to reveal it to everyone. Now that you tried to hide it, now that you try to hide my message, it's going to be revealed to everybody. Oh, you don't think God is smart enough to do that? Well, you're trying to hide it. We're going to really expose it now. It's going to really get out now. You don't think God's capable of doing that? Really making it get out? Now that you want to play games? Now that you want to ignore it? You don't think he's able to really get this message out there? Yes, that's what's going to happen. You shouldn't have resisted it. You shouldn't have tried to stop it. Now it's going to really get out there. They're going to really know you've been marrying children. Who knows how it's going to come out? Famous people are really going to know. All the Angelina Jolies of the world, the Madonnas, they're going to know you're marrying children here. Yeah. You got all these cop shows, and you know why you got all these cop shows showing people fighting crime? You got 44 states with child marriage. Yeah. While you're filming all those cop shows, people fighting injustices, which ones they may be. I'm particularly talking about the ones with real precinct cops and detectives and all of that going out fighting crime and all of this. While you got those images put in America, in American citizens' head, you got 44 states with child marriage here, buddy. So that's a fantasy to me. A fantasy of what you could be. A fantasy of you fighting crime. That's a joke. You got 44 states with child marriage. You creating fantasies. That's fiction to me.